An alert day is in place for today and tomorrow. Sunset brings relief from the oppressive heat, at least for a little bit. First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin is out timing an even hotter Sunday ahead.
Yeah, Grace, we got a little bit of a break today. It was still an alert day. Still felt like it was near 100 degrees, but we're now climbing yet again. Sunday even hotter. And we have more storms to talk about, too. Heat and humidity playing a role in that. First alert radar right now after early afternoon storms and a nice dinner time break for the plan. Showers and thunderstorms rolling back in. In fact, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is in effect for far northern portions of Frederick County, and that will remain in effect until 11:45. Gusty winds the main threat with this, and we'll continue to see storms gradually shift off to the east. Should weaken a little bit, but they could make it all the way into portions of the metro. So do keep that in mind. A rough timeline for you. Could wake the pups up, the kiddos are trying to get to bed as a few of these noisy storms roll in. We'll keep the rain chance hit or miss, but certainly still there in the forecast tonight. Thunder, lightning, some brief heavy rain, maybe even an isolated shower out the door in the morning with temperatures in the mid 70s in many communities. It will be feeling muggy, and from there we warm up. Grace, temperatures before lunchtime already back in the mid 80s, feeling like mid-90s, feeling like 105 by tomorrow afternoon. We'll time out the big heat and when it breaks coming up in the full weather forecast.
Well, it's 11 p.m. in Baltimore and still 80 degrees here. Weekend warriors will have to deal with both the heat and a risk of storms on Sunday, so it's another alert day. First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin is timing it all out for us.
Yeah, Grace, if you have any outdoor plans, folks with the outdoor, rec leagues tomorrow, trying to get the yard done, you have the heat to contend with first, and then it's the storms. And tonight, still warmer. We have thunderstorms moving through. First alert radar right now, getting a little bit more active closer into the Baltimore metro. Severe thunderstorm warning, a sliver of Frederick County, and then stops at about the Carroll County line. But that storm is moving off to the south and east, and we very well could see that warning extended. Just want to zoom down in. I know most folks are getting tucked in now. You're not necessarily outside, but want to let you know that a noisy thunderstorm is tracking in the general direction of the Baltimore metro. Already a little shower to the east of Westminster, and this storm certainly could last long enough to bring some really noisy thunder and at least a brief period of heavy rain into the city, especially the north side going up into the county. And there is that potential for some gusty winds. So we'll put a tracker on this. I do think it'll continue to weaken here over the next maybe 15-30 minutes, maybe not as strong as it is right now. But in general, this line of thunderstorms is going to continue to move into Carroll County, perhaps Baltimore County before the 1 a.m. hour. Into Uniontown possibly by 12:03, Westminster 12:19, and then of course 12:38 getting a little bit closer into town and to the Bird Hill community. The rain will be heavy, thunder will be loud, and there is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for about another 30 minutes, but I haven't seen any severe weather reports yet. Still capable of producing some gusty winds. We're going to keep that chance of isolated scattered showers in the forecast through 4 a.m. I think the thunderstorm activity will die down gradually after midnight. We've already seen kind of a quiet evening, just a little burst recently that'll last for another couple hours and then quieting down yet again. Out the door tomorrow morning, very muggy. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s, 74 in Frederick, 77, upper 70s in Annapolis, nearly 80 in Lexington Park. And keep in mind, that's the coolest point of the day. So tomorrow, another first alert weather day. It's the heat and it's the storms that could impact the plans, feeling like 100 easily. And I think some up to about 105. Scattered rain and storm coverage, once again, not a total washout, but the storms that do develop, kind of like today, could produce some gusty winds, could be severe. We have a heat advisory that's been expanded here up into portions of Prince George's County, Calvert County, not in our area technically, but wouldn't be surprised if that was adjusted just a little bit further to the north. Hour by hour, 85, 11 a.m., 91 at 3 p.m. So it's going to be a hot day, and it'll feel even hotter, 102 around that same time. So 90s the rule as far as the thermometer temperature. 100 to 105 is what it feels like. 93 in Cherry Hill, Edmondson 92, 93 in Hampden. So a hot day, not just in the neighborhoods, but across the entire state. 92 Salisbury, 90 in Hagerstown. Again, hour by hour, isolated storms early in the afternoon, becoming a bit more scattered as we get to the middle of the afternoon, heading into the dinner hour, early evening. Everything moving north and west to south and east, basically a carbon copy of today. A couple storms could produce gusty winds like what we're tracking now, heavy rain second to that. So make sure you have at least one way to get those alerts in the CBS News app, especially if you're headed to the beaches. Moderate risk of rip currents. Hot again Monday, extreme heat Tuesday, Wednesday, alert days possible. Then we're breaking the heat wave finally. Grace, much cooler to end next week.